All right, stream debut time. This should be interesting. Let's get this one underway. We'll go ahead and invite. No spoiler. Ha 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 ha. You guys thought you were going to see who I'm inviting. Ha 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 ha. Hidden information. So Rottweiler says that he has already played this player earlier in ranked, and the games were very bim bam. So there. Okay, we're ready to get this one started actually. It's Arju. So Arju is now the highest rated 1v1 player from Italy. He's taken that crown away from Cux, who used to be, I think, the highest rated from Italy for the longest time. But I don't think Cux is in the top 100 right now. And Arju is not only the highest rated Italian, he's also very, very high rated. He's been peaking into the top 10 quite a few times. And he's one of the up-and-coming players in Europe right now, on the rise mechanically and also strategically. I think his 3v3 team didn't make RLRS. He was with Ixo and J-Walls, if I'm not mistaken. And they didn't get in. They ran into some tough opponents. Well, let's see how he can do today against Rottweiler, who's proven several times that he can play well in the live stream environment. Whoa, okay then. Wow, that's a pretty chunky prize pool you've got there, RJC. Let me see if I can figure out very quickly how to get the prize pool goal working in the new OBS. I don't know if I can. Some good mechanical play there by Rottweiler. Good speed on the flick, and Arju has scored himself. I'll tell them right now. Someone just donated 100 prize pool. So now they know. Now they know. The more you know. What a play, says Rottweiler. I don't know how to do this on the new thing. How do I like make a donation goal for prize pools on the new OBS? 'Cause I don't know how to do it. I've tried to find it recently, and I couldn't see it. And right now I'm scrolling again, and I can't see it. Look at that flick by Rottweiler. He caught the ball at the end of the flick. Did not go on target though, but he should be able to still score from this offensive pressure. Oh no, he's beamed it a little bit. Arju collects the ball for free. Rottweiler wave dashing back into position, but he's missed a lot of boost on the way home, and that's not going to help him against Arju, who is barreling straight down the middle, and that's going to tie up the game. Rottweiler a bit careless there. He should be scoring from that position. Yeah, we do have £100 in the line. I don't know how to work the donation goal in the new Streamlabs, guys, so I can't put the donation goal at the top, like for a visible prize pool edition. But what I'll say is any other donations that happen during this match, I'll just add them to the prize pool myself. And there's one. Lee Daddy with another £15, £31. I'll just add it all together myself at the end. So don't worry. I'll make sure to do that. We'll try and keep like a mental note of what it's at as we go. Rottweiler faking himself here a little bit. He had the option of dodging into the ball. It wouldn't really change anything that Arju was doing. Or nothing that Arju was doing could have changed the fact that Rottweiler would have made contact, but he flipped past it. Now he's trailing by 1. Rank 7 and 8 EU. Should be a close game. But Rottweiler has got the advantage, playing on stream before many times. Great stuff there by Arju, knowing that Rottweiler was coming in for the demo, jumping clean over him. Rottweiler's coming off the wall here. Might go for the air dribble bump. No, he's just going to try and fade away and maybe get a dunk. A bit of a safer play there for Rottweiler. So he is going to be back in defense to defend against whatever Arju decides to do on the counter. It looks like Rottweiler should be scoring here, and he will. Decides not to wave dash, which is rare, seeing Rottweiler not wave dashing on a landing. And this time he's hidden behind the ball, and Arju is the one who's kind of faked himself off it. Gucci Dane, thanks for the 2-month Prime, and Holy Tears for the 9-month Tier 1. Appreciate those resubs. I think so far I'm keeping up with alerts, so if I can do that, I will try to continue. What a save by Rottweiler! Just glances the ball into the very corner of his goal. I like that Arju's continuing to shoot though. He knows that Rottweiler's a little bit boost starved, so he's going to keep popping the ball. Now here comes the dunk from Arju, and it will give him another lead. Good stuff by the Italian. He's looking very solid. This attack was super hard to stop, but not risky at all. Touch My Monkey, thanks to the 3-month Prime. Welcome back. I really appreciate that. Basically ignoring Lorley. What do you mean ignoring Lorley? I mean, okay, so I think Lorley, he used to spam me with friend requests, and I was just like, why is this guy spamming me? I don't know. Like, you could just tell sometimes that if somebody's going about like you know, reaching out to collab or get invited to a show match, whatever you want to call it, in the wrong way. And I felt like Lorley was doing that. It's saved there by Arju. Back in the day, he was just spamming me, spamming Scrubkiller, spamming a bunch of people. I was like, who is this guy? What's he doing? Stop spamming me. And now obviously he's gotten a lot better. He's playing very consistently at the high end of the ladder. But I've not heard from him in ages, so I don't know what he's getting up to. He used to snipe Scrub. I've got nothing against stream sniping. I think stream sniping in Rocket League is perfectly fine because you're not gaining a strategical advantage by stream sniping. You can't watch the minimap, for example, or you can't really learn any information that would give you an unfair advantage. So I'm okay with the stream sniping thing. That's not a problem in my opinion. I think spamming people is a problem. That's not cool. Like, if you're going to reach out to someone and you want to collab, in my experience, it's better to just ask them one time and then wait. Not ask and then ask and then ask and ask and ask, you know? That shows that you're impatient, shows that you're childish. 5-3 though, Arju hangs on there. Looked like Rottweiler's going to get a kickoff goal at 3-4 to tie up the game. Arju saved by the bar, then saved by himself. Unfortunately here he can't save himself, and there is the 4th goal for Rottweiler. It's making a 1-goal game with 1 minute and 14 seconds left. Yeah, but he did throw games when he was in Scrub's team. See, that is a different issue. There's a difference between stream sniping, just to get in a lobby with somebody who's streaming, and like deliberately throwing matches, like regardless of stream sniping, streaming or anything, throwing matches just because you want your teammate to lose is completely out of order. You can't do that. Right, Arju just whiffed an aerial. That's not ideal. 5-all. Rottweiler getting back into this one a bit more easily than he would have expected. I wonder if Arju, being a teammate of Ixo, has led him to be, you know, a bit pop-off oriented, just like Ixo is. I mean, J-Wells was definitely like that to some degree. Like, there was some crazy pop-offs for J-Wells. That's the other teammate of Arju and Ixo. I don't know if they're staying together as a team. I mean, I would like to see them do that because I think that they're all great players. It's cool to see good players playing together, trying to improve. So Arju still don't want to dodge into the ball here. He wants Rottweiler to do that for him. Rottweiler will shut down the dribble before it really gets started. And now Rottweiler baits Arju in a challenge, but an Arju challenge will come in pretty successfully anyway. Final few seconds of the match. Rottweiler gets a boost on spawn. Goes straight into a dribble. But Arju's shut that one down, and now he has an open net, which he will slow play. Just making sure there is Arju didn't rush. And he's got a 1-goal lead. They aren't staying together. Okay. I'm sure that all three of those guys could find themselves on really good teams. Like RLRS level for sure. Because from what I've seen from them, they're all very, very solid mechanically. There's actually 1-0 for Arju. The debut player takes game 1. It was a bit of a messy game 1. Both players had moments of beanery. There were also some pretty impressive mechanics. Forgot I'm not Ixo, says Rottweiler. Maybe you should donate to me. Thanks to the £3.83 to the prize pool. Gucci Dane as well with $11.48 to the prize pool. I think we're somewhere in the region of $160 right now, ish, to the prize pool. Because in pounds it's something like 130. So yeah, $170 maybe already, which is pretty cool. Arju, if he wins in his debut, I think there's got to be somebody else who's won a prize money on their debut match before. I don't think this will be a first, but it's definitely a rare occurrence. Arju has Rottweiler in a great position, but he's not flicked the ball anywhere near as hard as he wanted to. Rottweiler barely survives from the demo. Looks like he's going to counter-attack with some bumps of his own, and now counter-attack with the ball as well. Rottweiler should be scoring here. Yes, he will. He's going to wave dash it in for good measure. Just flexing these wave dashes as usual is Rottweiler. Arju had a great chance to open the scoring there. He says he can't even half flip. Yeah, he did beat the half flip, but I think the biggest issue with Arju there was the flick that he pulled off. just not what he wanted to do. He was trying to cut the ball infield and then backflip it to take it across into the opposite direction that Rottweiler was coming in from. Stick it behind him on his back foot, but he didn't get the initial touch that he needed. So he's got to be careful with those, because if you do mess up an infield dribble, first touch, you're in big trouble. Hey, thanks for another 5 gifted subs. That's a damn shame. Thank you so much for that. Welcome to all the new subs. Be sure to thank Shane there for his kindness. So many gifted subs today. Rottweiler floor pinch. He does turn around for it though, so it's not going to go quite as quickly as if he kept the roof of his car facing downwards. Now Arju's got Rottweiler in his sights. The flick again does not work though. It's 2 flicks failed for Arju, and if this keeps on failing him, it would definitely be a good idea to switch up into more of a shooting playstyle, because he had the shooting playstyle working pretty well last game. I was impressed with his ground shot accuracy and placement. But there we go. Well, ask and you shall receive. Arju shoots it perfectly into the top corner. You don't get much better than that. It's a beautiful shot. 2-1. Arju really bringing it to Rottweiler here, who's tried to wave dash his way to victory. So far, relatively unsuccessful. Arju's got to dodge early here. He doesn't have his flip for long, but he's going to air dribble it in off the ceiling shot. Now, he had a 1.5 second window to dodge after jumping off the ceiling, but dodge he did. Flip cancel into air dribble. 3-1. Arju is popping off. One of the most confident debuts we've seen recently. Although recently there have been a few confident stream debuts. Lots to live up to. Rottweiler with some good timing on this flick. Will make it a 1-goal game though. Lots of bim bams. Dinu, thanks for the 15 quid to the prize pool. We got another fiver from Lube.
Winner gets sprayed to death with mayonnaise.
Cheers for all the prize pool donations, guys. Close to $200, I reckon. Rottweiler with another flick. This time Arju saves it. Great stop there by Arju. He's going to have to defend against another very difficult to save move. And Rottweiler has clipped it at the end of the flip to tie up the game. Good shot, says Arju. Incredibly hard to execute. I want to highlight there, Rottweiler boosted at the end of that flip for some extra elevation, some extra power on the ball. Very important that he did that, 'cause if he didn't, he might not have reached the ball, and the shot would definitely not have been as high. Rottweiler is starting to flex on Arju a little bit with these delayed flicks. Back in the day, the delayed flick used to refer to when players were just waiting a little bit between their initial jump and their flick to pull it off, but that's just a standard flick now. Oh my goodness, Arju has completely been in open net, but Rottweiler wasn't coming back. That is so lucky for Arju. Rottweiler was just killing time. He didn't realize that Arju was missing the open net. Oh, the extended BM by Arju, that's incredible. Rarely do you see bad manner to that level in 1v1 these days. Rottweiler has another chance to level things up. That pop is awkward. Arju gets one save, and Rottweiler's gone into the net, so doesn't have a follow-up shot too quickly, and that's allowed Arju to follow him out the net. This ball chase would not be happening if Rottweiler had backed off and just kept the pressure up. So he's only got himself to blame here. Arju just stayed with it, and Rottweiler actually looked behind him, knew that Arju was coming, but he didn't make his move fast enough. He was playing a bit greedy. He tried to catch the ball so he could dribble it wide left of his own goal. But Arju was too quick. Staying with it with the ball chase. 2-goal difference, 2 minutes to go. Rottweiler, open net, shoots it into the one part that Arju can save though. If he wanted to secure that open net, he had to hit the part of the net that was actually open. Arju is timing his low boost challenges so well. Low boost shot hits the net for 6-3. And just textbook play with a boost disadvantage from Arju. He doesn't let up the ball pressure, and he gets Rottweiler to mess up. Now, would Rottweiler be making those mistakes if Arju just ran back to his goal and played reactively? I don't think so. In fact, I know so. He wouldn't be making those mistakes. He would have time on the ball, no pressure. He'd be able to make his move when he wants to on his own terms. But because Arju stayed with the ball even though he's got a boost disadvantage. Making it hard, that bit harder for Rottweiler to get a shot off. So he has to make the shot happen against his own terms when Arju says so. Flip reset attempt for Rottweiler fails, and now Arju is going to be up by 7-3, failing another open net. Would have been a disaster, but looks like it was already on target. And Rottweiler's tried to pop off this game. He's going for some really difficult to execute maneuvers. And I mean, he pulled off the delayed flick earlier, but he's had a couple of aerial plays that have been wildly unsuccessful. The reason I think that aerial play is becoming more of a thing in 1v1, not just more successful, but more prominent, more likely to be happening in a game, is because of the recovery mechanics and how much they've improved recently. Players like Ixo really pushing the boundaries with that. If they can recover as quickly as he can, makes these aerial plays that bit more viable. That's a good recovery by Arju. Dodging into the perfect position to prevent another kickoff goal. And he will read Rottweiler's early challenge to perfection. And this time he puts the open net in first try. 8-4. Arju is playing so well defensively this game. Rottweiler's been giving him a few too many free goals though, and this has led to a fairly one-sided game 2. Game 1 was the closer that we've seen so far. Good bump there by Rottweiler. If he doesn't score with this next attack, I think that is going to be the end of the game for him. So this has to be a goal, and he just walks it right into Arju, who once again times his challenge with low boost perfectly. Now Rottweiler really does have to score with this touch, and it's just not going to happen. He can't find the net with enough shots or enough of his flicks and pops and whatever he's doing. Aerial plays, it's not working right now for Rottweiler. And unless he can reverse sweep, he will be losing this series to an Arju, who is making his stream debut, not 21-0. There we go, 2-0. And looking impressive while doing it. I mean, he's had a couple of moments where he beamed it completely, but aside from those, he's been making some really, really smart plays. Good avoidance of Rottweiler's challenges when he did have chances to make plays. Alright, Rottweiler says, I didn't want to have to do this, but you've left me no choice. Cheers for another $5 to the prize pool, Lube. And just a damn shame of the tenner. 5 for me, 5 for the prize pool. Ah, sorry, we'll just make it all for the prize pool. How's that sound? Give the players a little bit more to play for. Unless you insist, then of course I will take your money. Thanks for all the prize pool donations, guys. Gav. Don't make me laugh. When I'm drinking coffee, jeez. Oh my goodness. I need water. Excuse me while I die. Oh my days. Almost died. Apparently I've clipped something. What did I clip? Oh man. My throat is killing me. I don't know why I find that so funny. It wasn't even, I don't think it was even like a crazily funny joke. I just find it really funny. Calling it scripted because I said I was going to host lore. Oh my days. Right. Calm down. Gotta calm down. What did he say? He said it's going to be 3-0. Because I said I was going to host lore after this series is over. Lore starting in like 3 minutes. But hey, in other news, Zippy OP, Rottweiler already dominating. But hey, that's a nice turnaround flick by Arju.
How's it going?
Good stuff there by Arju once again. He didn't connect to the bump on the back wall, but he stayed with it. He knows that there's still a chance that Rottweiler could mess up that clear. So he just sticks around that little bit longer.
That's science.
Rottweiler started this game really confidently though. He's looking clean, looking aggressive in the Zippy. And that's what you like to see from the car changes. He knows that's over the bar. So a minute into this one, and Arju is firmly on the back foot. Rottweiler dictating the play. Arju almost own goals, but he will get a good clear. Now, Rottweiler completely whiffs the ball. Arju takes him out the game. I love that from Arju. That's excellent decision making. So if he played the ball here, I don't think he was going to get a goal before Rottweiler would interfere. you've never heard of this car, the Zippy is a car from the original game, and it was released in the same. It wasn't in the same DLC as the Scarab. It was like Revenge of the Battle Cars, because Zippy and Scarab were both in the original game, but they weren't released for Rocket League. That's a nice little play by Rottweiler, just popping it out of range into the crossbar. And a solid follow-up. Just needed maximum height on that touch. He doesn't even care if it's on target with the first hit, because he can follow up on absolutely anything. Any pass to himself from the near post position. Dominant kickoffs by Rottweiler, keeping Arju on the back foot. Arju doesn't have time to get 100 boosts. Another delayed flick, but somehow saved by Arju. Ridiculous save there by the Italian. So Rottweiler connected late with that flick. He got it at the very, very end of the rotation, but it looks like he's beamed it again. Rottweiler cannot find consistency. There's moments where he's looking like he's gonna start turning it on and start playing at 100% at the level we know that he can play at. And then he does stuff like this. He just completely misses the ball. A bit of boost saved there for Arju, and that's going to allow him a crazy stop into the crossbar. He needed every single boost that he had in that play. And now we're right back into Arju, low boost play, and he almost rebounds at top corner. It's been a clinic from Arju on how to play with a boost disadvantage this series. That's the thing I'm most impressed with so far. And he's waiting for his chances. He knows that there's an option that Rottweiler could miss this, so he doesn't dive in. He's not scared of the power that Rottweiler could be generating from that shot. So he just waits to see what Rottweiler's going to do and picks up a free goal. He's right back in control. And Rottweiler's got a flick from the kickoff, but it's going to be saved by the bar. That's not a good recovery by Rottweiler as well. He'll wave dash the landing, but it's only saved himself seconds. Arju's staying with it. Now that should be a goal for Rottweiler. He's not got much boost. You can't put it in. Are you serious? Disaster for Rottweiler. It was so close, but it was just out of reach. In second time looking at it, I don't think he could put it in. And look at the ground shots by Arju. Vicious stuff by the debut player. He is hitting these shots so clean. And all it took was Rottweiler missing one boost in the corner. And he's down by 2. Is this really going to be a sweep against Rottweiler, who's looked so solid on stream recently? And although this hasn't been the most solid series from him so far, he still looks like a pretty top-tier player. He's had Arju on the back foot several times, and it's more Arju hanging on and playing his low boost positions really well than it is Rottweiler playing badly. There have been a couple of complete whiffs from Rottweiler, but most of the counterattacks are just solid defense from Arju. Over and over again. Now here comes Rottweiler, close range, but once again Arju just reads his mind. He doesn't dive in low, he doesn't dive in high, he just gets in the perfect spot and makes a clean interception. Many players would have pre-jumped there and given Rottweiler a chance to drop the ball underneath them. A lot of other players would have stayed low until the very last second and been flicked, but Arju had to find the perfect challenge.
TikTok.
And thank goodness for him, because these kickoff goals by Rottweiler are keeping this game close.
I'm a big fan and watch all the videos on YouTube, but
Scomra, I appreciate you swinging by, dude, from YouTube. Always appreciate you, YouTube viewers, coming and saying hi to the live stream. Great challenges by Arju again. You know, the one thing that's given him advantages in all these positions over Rottweiler is the angle of the challenge. Notice that every time he's trying to hide behind the ball so that Rottweiler isn't sure if he's coming in for it or not until the last second. Every time he's hiding behind the ball, putting himself on the opposite side of the ball from Rottweiler. It makes it that bit harder for Rottweiler to get it past him. This time Rottweiler does get it past him, but only by a hair. That was so close to being an Arju dunk. I don't hate the challenge there for Arju. He might have dove in a few times too many in a row. That's the one thing I don't like, but as a standalone challenge, I think that had some merit to it. Arju knows he's got the aerial advantage here. Rottweiler low on boost, and Arju just looking for space. Gets it to bounce into the corner. Is he going to launch another ground shot? Yes, he is. The one that Rottweiler's likely to save. He's going to look out for the demo, though. Arju is hunting, but Rottweiler's escaped it and slotted in an open net. And now he's got the 1-goal lead. Zippy may be the answer. Notice that was Rottweiler there stayed safely on the sidewall. He didn't want to cut infield too soon. If he did, he would have given Arju an angle to come in and kill him. By staying off the sidewall, he's kept himself alive and opened the door to the lead. There's another goal. Good bump by Rottweiler. 2-goal difference. Arju looks like he's about to drop a game here. 29 seconds left. Rottweiler is destroying him on kickoffs. In game 3, the Zippy must be a beast on kickoffs or something. It's getting so bad that game 4, Arju has to change something pretty drastically in his face-off because it's going really, really poorly for him. He has to decide, is it a mechanical thing? Is he just screwing up his own face-off mechanically? But if he doesn't think he is, if he thinks, okay, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, he has to just change up the strats. That's the thought process in kickoffs for 1v1. Arju trying to make this a tense ending, and he will get 1 goal. 4 seconds left. Arju with the pop bump onto Rottweiler. And if he can get a kickoff goal and keep the ball up on 0 seconds, he does have a chance. He's not had any kickoff goals yet, though. It's not too likely, and that's just way too low. I mean, there's definitely a mechanical issue there for Arju on the face-off. It's either one of two things. Either he's arriving too late, or he's going too low in the hitbox. Because he was too low there, but it could be because he's trying to get to the ball quicker, and by doing that, he's landing closer to the ball than he intends to. So it's one or the other. We'll have to wait and see what Arju decides to do in game 4, because Zippy Rottweiler apparently is just too OP for him. POH, thanks to the 450 bits. Jasaka, POH Pasaka, Pojasaka, I don't know how to say this. And Skarmra, £5 to the prize pool. Tetra Rax with the 6-month tier 1 resub, welcome back. EO with the year prime sub, welcome back to you. And Single Bladed with the 22-month prime sub, welcome back to you as well. I reckon that's everybody. I think I've said thank you to all the subs and donations and stuff. Cheers, etc. But if I forgot you, then just let me know. Scripted as always. We all know Rottweiler will win. We'll have to wait and see, because Arju is not going to let him win too easily. That might be the best flick we've seen all day. 106 kilometers an hour. Arju from miles outside the box. Just let's rip. And Rottweiler's going to have to show a little bit more respect for Arju's flicks if he's going to be doing that every once in a while. That was outrageous. One of the best flicks we've seen on stream in a long time. Crazy power. Now Arju's just given the ball to Rottweiler here. Decided to park up and kind of pretend to be AFK. But the bump is there for Rottweiler. Arju gets a touch, but not enough. And I don't know if that's wise, giving possession away this easily. Oh, did I miss your £10? Just a damn shame. Sorry for that. I don't know. I can't remember what I said your name. You did stuff earlier, sub gifts, so I probably got you mixed up with this. But yeah, you did donate £10 to the prize pool. I'll read it all out again at the end for prize pool purposes. Need to total all this up. Arju, not the best first touch there. Took a pretty hefty hit from the ball because he didn't air roll into it sufficiently. Now Rottweiler coming at him yet again. And it's another delayed flick which Arju saves. I can't believe that Arju is reading these now. Rottweiler looks like he's hitting them pretty consistently, but Arju has saved a couple in a row. I'm guessing the show match and the lore one at the same time. Yeah. I'm going to have to host that pretty soon. I was hoping to get a show match started, or this show match started earlier so I could host it for the start, but it is going to be a longer series over there, so most of you guys will be able to catch it all. If you want to catch the entire lore series, it is starting right now, I think game 1. So you're probably going to miss game 1, maybe a bit of game 2 if you stick around. Yeah, you're probably going to miss... If Arju wins this, you're going to miss game 1 of lore. If Rottweiler wins this game, you're going to miss 2 games of lore today, the lore games of the live stream. So leave my stream immediately if you don't want to get spoiled and you want to watch it on YouTube later. Leave my stream immediately after this series is over if you're going to watch lore games on YouTube. If you do want to catch the lore games right after this series is over, then just stay here because I'm going to host. Or you can watch both. But even better, I would recommend that. More solid defense by Arju, blocking the low 50-50 this time. He still has that 1-goal lead. Now can he rebound in a second goal advantage? No, it's just going to be Rottweiler. Staying solid. Jumps over the demo blind after timing Arju's arrival. But what is that turn by Rottweiler? That's a bit crazy. and not in the right way. 3-1 Arju. And when he has had leads in this series, he's held on to them pretty well. He's not given easy comebacks to Rottweiler at all. If anything's going to get Rottweiler back into this, though, it's going to be his kickoff goals. Holy cow. What a shot by Rottweiler with the back end of the car. His kickoff's been absolutely crushing Arju. You'll notice that the approach there for Rottweiler, he realized that Arju was weak on the left side, so he just forced it a little bit more to that direction than he was initially planning to. This is a really tough spot for Arju to already be losing kickoffs, and also your opponent is thinking about how to make you lose even more. Eye flick by Rottweiler. Arju's going to recover quickly, but he's running out of boost now. Rottweiler has plenty. That shot, though, not on target or powerful. Arju, wait a minute, has he just got a goal out of this? Surely not. Shouldn't be a goal, but it is. Arju picks up a freebie, and that's careless by Rottweiler. He had a huge boost advantage, but he's just driven around the ball. He thought that Arju was going to pop it higher up the wall, but I don't know if you should be expecting that. Arju's been pretty safe with his plays. I don't think he's going to leave himself susceptible to many dunks. It's aggressive by Arju. He does get a huge 50-50 in his favor, though. And 2 minutes left in the game, 2 goals in it, with Arju being in front. Rottweiler doesn't have enough boost to really wind up a long wall shot there. Arju steps in, takes the ball for free. Looks like he's favored boost instead of taking it again. Back wall demo attempt by Arju, avoided by Rottweiler. It's a bit of an awkward position, though, and Arju's sticking around because he has enough boost to recover with, but he's not going to get back in time with this kind of counter-attack. No way. Rottweiler has just missed the openest of nets. It's going to be a rebound to secure it, but Rottweiler, you've got to be more consistent than this. His aerial shot it wide. Luckily for him, it came off the inside of the post. If that went on the outside of the post, I don't think he was getting there in time. Is that the kickoff goal, though? No, not enough power for Arju. He's having to use a lot more boost than he was earlier, but here comes multiple touch rebound for Arju. It will go to the back of the net as Rottweiler can't keep it out. Arju here starting things off with a simple jump and then just getting more touches as the ball went middle. I thought he was going to look for one more touch, but it hit the back of the net either way. It's Dennis. Thanks for 20 bits. I appreciate that. Your 707 and you watch your vids all the time. He'd love it if you could shout him out. His name is Blake. Well, Blake, hopefully you're enjoying this show match today. And hopefully you'll enjoy many more to come. What a save by Arju. Did you see that? It might have gone past the ball a little bit too quickly the first time, but continues to look unbelievably good in defense. And now a tight angle rebound. Arju, 6-3. And he is the heavy favorite going into the final minute. How about that double touch? Make it triple, actually. That had multiple contacts on the crossbar on the way in. Arju accelerated the ball and then just gave himself enough space to get behind it and rebounded in. He thought about sticking around for a shot there, but Rottweiler was too close. Rottweiler, another bump attempt. Smashes Arju into the net for 6-4. Both these guys are making it hard to save just about anything right now. Incredible stuff. Rottweiler still trails by 2 goals and a game in the series. It looks like Arju is going to have his boost stolen, but he's bumped Rottweiler off the ball. No way, what a play by Arju. The zero boost master. Just when you think Rottweiler's one step ahead of him, he comes in with the bump and takes another goal. 3-goal lead. 38 seconds left. Rottweiler tries a delayed kickoff and it does not work at all. Arju in such a good position here to be taking the series in his debut against a player who's looked really good on stream recently. Arju, 8-4. Surely that confirms it. And I mean, Rottweiler told me before this game started that he'd played Arju in ranked earlier and the games were very bim bam, which of course means very fast paced. Lots of boomers, lots of bumps, lots of boost steals, lots of aggression. But he won that game, and I don't think he expected Arju to show up as much as he did in the show match environment. But credit to Arju, he's been a beast. And with that kickoff win, I think he's just confirmed it. Unless Rottweiler could put in a solid challenge, you know what he did, but not going to be able to put it into the net with the counter attack. It's a game win in game 4 for Arju. I make that 3-1 in the series. Arju wins in his debut against Rottweiler. You see the RLC interview with Blue after the game? I did, with the Barcelona stuff everywhere. Great games, really good stuff. Rottweiler needs to, I think, calm down a little bit with some of his aerial plays. He got a little bit excited. I don't think it was disrespect at all on his part, like thinking he could flop around and beat Arju. He knew that this was going to be a really tough match, but he just overestimated his ability today, just ever so slightly. He overestimated what he was going to be capable of. Now, I'm going to add up that prize pool, just a damn shame, with another $5. I appreciate that. POH, thanks to the 450 bits. Jasaka, POH Jasaka, Pojasaka, I don't know how to say this. And Skarmra, £5 to the prize pool. Tetra Rax with the 6-month tier 1 resub, welcome back. EO with the year prime sub, welcome back to you. And Single Bladed with the 22-month prime sub, welcome back to you as well. I reckon that's everybody. I think I've said thank you to all the subs and donations and stuff. Cheers, etc. But if I forgot you, then just let me know. Scripted as always, we all know Rottweiler will win. We'll have to wait and see, because Arju is not going to let him win too easily. That might be the best flick we've seen all day. 106 kilometers an hour. Arju from miles outside the box. Just lets rip. And Rottweiler's going to have to show a little bit more respect for Arju's flicks if he's going to be doing that every once in a while. That was outrageous. One of the best flicks we've seen on stream in a long time. Crazy power. Now Arju's just giving the ball to Rottweiler here. Decided to park up and kind of pretend to be AFK. But the bump is there for Rottweiler. Arju gets a touch, but not enough. And I don't know if that's wise, giving possession away this easily. Oh, did I miss you £10? Just a damn shame. Sorry for that. I don't know. I can't remember what I said your name. You did stuff earlier, you sub-gifts, so I probably got you mixed up with this. But yeah, you did donate £10 to the prize pool. I'll read it all out again at the end for prize pool purposes. Need to total all this up. Arju, not the best first touch there. Took a pretty hefty hit from the ball because he didn't air roll into it sufficiently. Now Rottweiler coming at him yet again. And it's another delayed flick which Arju saves. I can't believe that Arju is reading these now. Rottweiler looks like he's hitting them pretty consistently. But Arju has saved a couple in a row. I'm guessing the show match and the lore one at the same time. Yeah. I'm going to have to host that pretty soon. I was hoping to get a show match started, or this show match started earlier so I could host it for the start, but it is going to be a longer series over there, so most of you guys will be able to catch it all. If you want to catch the entire lore series, it is starting right now, I think game 1. So you're probably going to miss game 1, maybe a bit of game 2 if you stick around. Yeah, you're probably going to miss, if Arju wins this, you're going to miss game 1 of lore. If Rottweiler wins this game, you're going to miss 2 games of lore today, the lore games of the live stream. So leave my stream immediately if you don't want to get spoiled and you want to watch it on YouTube later. Leave my stream immediately after this series is over if you're going to watch lore games on YouTube. If you do want to catch the lore games right after this series is over, then just stay here because I'm going to host. Or you can watch both. But even better, I would recommend that. More solid defense by Arju, blocking the low 50-50 this time. He still has that 1 goal lead. Now can he rebound in a second goal advantage? No, it's just going to be Rottweiler. Staying solid. Jumps over the demo blind after timing Arju's arrival. But what is that turn by Rottweiler? That's a bit crazy. And not in the right way. 3-1 Arju. And when he has had leads in this series, he's held on to them pretty well. He's not given easy comebacks to Rottweiler at all. If anything's going to get Rottweiler back into this, though, it's going to be his kickoff goals. Holy cow. What a shot by Rottweiler with the back end of the car. His kickoff's been absolutely crushing Arju. You'll notice that the approach there for Rottweiler, he realized that Arju was weak on the left side, so he just forced it a little bit more to that direction than he was initially planning to. It's a really tough spot for Arju to already be losing kickoffs, and also your opponent is thinking about how to make you lose even more. High flick by Rottweiler. Arju's going to recover quickly, but he's running out of boost now. Rottweiler has plenty. That shot, though, not on target or powerful. Arju, wait a minute, has he just got a goal out of this? Surely not. Shouldn't be a goal, but it is. Arju picks up a freebie, and that's careless by Rottweiler. He had a huge boost advantage, but he's just driven around the ball. thought that Arju was going to pop it higher up the wall, but I don't know if you should be expecting that. Arju's been pretty safe with his plays. I don't think he's going to leave himself susceptible to many dunks. It's aggressive by Arju. He does get a huge 50-50 in his favor, though. And 2 minutes left in the game, 2 goals in it, with Arju being in front. Rottweiler doesn't have enough boost to really wind up a long wall shot there. Arju steps in, takes the ball for free. Looks like he's favored boost instead of taking it again. Back wall demo attempt by Arju, avoided by Rottweiler. It's a bit of an awkward position though, and Arju's sticking around because he has enough boost to recover with, but he's not going to get back in time with this kind of counter attack. No way. Rottweiler has just missed the openest of nets. It's going to be a rebound to secure it, but Rottweiler, you've got to be more consistent than this. His aerial shot it wide. Luckily for him, it came off the inside of the post. If that went on the outside of the post, I don't think he was getting there in time. Is that the kickoff goal though? No, not enough power for Arju. He's having to use a lot more boost than he was earlier, but here comes multiple touch rebound for Arju. It will go to the back of the net as Rottweiler can't keep it out. Arju here starting things off with a simple jump and then just getting more touches as the ball went middle. I thought he was going to look for one more touch, but it hit the back of the net either way. It's Dennis. Thanks for 20 bits. I appreciate that. You're 707 and you watch your vids all the time. He'd love it if you could shout him out. His name is Blake. Well, Blake, hopefully you're enjoying this show match today. And hopefully you'll enjoy many more to come. What a save by Arju. Did you see that? He might have gone past the ball a little bit too quickly the first time, but continues to look unbelievably good in defense. And now a tight angle rebound. Arju 6-3. And he is the heavy favorite going into the final minute. How about that double touch? Make it triple, actually. That had multiple contacts on the crossbar on the way in. Arju accelerated the ball and then just gave himself enough space to get behind it and rebounded in. He thought about sticking around for a shot there, but Rottweiler was too close. Rottweiler, another bump attempt. Smashes Arju into the net for 6-4. Both these guys are making it hard to save just about anything right now. Incredible stuff. Rottweiler still trails by 2 goals and a game in the series. It looks like Arju is going to have his boost stolen, but he's bumped Rottweiler off the ball. No way. What a play by Arju. The zero boost master. Just when you think Rottweiler's one step ahead of him, he comes in with the bump and takes another goal. 3-goal lead. 38 seconds left. Rottweiler tries a delayed kickoff and it does not work at all. Arju in such a good position here to be taking the series in his debut against a player who's looked really good on stream recently. Arju 8-4. Surely that confirms it. And I mean, Rottweiler told me before this game started that he'd played Arju in ranked earlier and the games were very bim bam, which of course means very fast paced. Lots of boomers, lots of bumps, lots of boost steals, lots of aggression. But he won that game, and I don't think he expected Arju to show up as much as he did in the show match environment. But credit to Arju, he's been a beast. And with that kickoff win, I think he's just confirmed it. Unless Rottweiler could put in a solid challenge, you know what you did, but not going to be able to put it into the net with the counter attack. It's a game win in game 4 for Arju. I make that 3-1 in the series. Arju wins in his debut against Rottweiler. You see the RLC interview with Blue after the game? I did, with the Barcelona stuff everywhere. Great games, really good stuff. Rottweiler needs to, I think, calm down a little bit with some of his aerial plays. He got a little bit excited. I don't think it was disrespect at all on his part, like thinking he could flop around and beat Arju. He knew that this was going to be a really tough match, but he just overestimated his ability today, just ever so slightly. He overestimated what he was going to be capable of.